Salento may be a small village, but it is one of the main tourist attractions of Colombia. This mountain village that is located in the coffee region is full of colorful colonial houses and is surrounded by green hills. Many travelers stay in Salento to visit the nearby Cocora Valley. In this video, I will share information about the activities and attractions in and around Salento. How to get to Salento. Are you traveling from Bogotá to Salento? Then flying from Bogotá to Pereira or Armenia is the fastest option. This flight takes about an hour. In Pereira, we took a taxi to Salento for 40 euros. This journey also took about an hour. Are you traveling by yourself and is a taxi too expensive? Then you could also do this last part by bus. From the airport, you can take a bus to Pereira. This ride will take approximately 25 minutes. Then you walk in about 15 minutes to the bus station of Pereira, where the bus to Salento leaves. There you take the bus to Salento. This journey will also take about an hour. Do you have a lot of time or not such a big budget? Then traveling by bus is the best option. From Bogotá there is no direct bus, so you'll have to change buses in Armenia. Expreso Palmira runs from Terminal Salitre in Bogotá to Armenia in about 7.5 hours. This ride costs about 15 euros per person. In Armenia you'll have to take the bus to Salento. This ride takes about an hour and 15 minutes and costs a few euros per person. Also from Medellin, flying to Pereira or Armenia is the fastest option. The flight takes about 45 minutes and ticket prices vary between 50 and 150 euros per person. In Pereira or Armenia you will have to take a taxi or bus to Salento. Where to stay? We chose to stay at Casa Bourbon because this accommodation is located in the center of Salento, just 200 meters from the main square. So, things to do. First of all, visit the city center of Salento. The historic city center of Salento is listed as a World Heritage Site in 2011. We completely understand why. It's like walking through the movie set of Encanto. All these colorful colonial houses are just so beautiful. In the middle of Salento you will find Plaza de Bolivar, the main square of the town. Around this square you will find lots of restaurants and terraces. On weekends there's a market here which is nice to visit. Do you want to play a game of tejo, the national sport? Just visit one of the many bars. Next up, the Viewpoint. At the end of Calle Real, a street with all kinds of souvenir shops and restaurants, you will find a staircase that takes you to a so-called Mirador, a viewpoint. From here you have a beautiful view over the village and the mountains. Cocora Valley. Cocora Valley is one of the main attractions nearby Salento. This valley is part of the Los Nevados National Park and is located in the Andes Mountains at an altitude of 1800 to 2400 meters. The tallest wax palms in the world grow here. The wax palm is the national tree of Colombia and can grow up to 45 meters high. The valley is truly stunning. Beautiful green hills and countless palm trees. To enjoy the famous views, you'll have to hike through the valley. You can choose between two different hikes. A short hike, which will take you about 1.5 hours, and a long hike, which will approximately take 5 hours. During our visit, the long route was closed due to a broken bridge, so the short hike was our only option. Nevertheless, this route was beautiful and we were able to enjoy the most famous viewpoints over the valley. Do you opt for the long hike? Then you will also hike through a small piece of jungle with hanging bridges and past the Hummingbirds Cafe and the Finca. To get to Cocora Valley from Salento is very easy. Just go to the central square and buy a ticket for a Willy. These are the jeep taxis that transport the tourists to different attractions around Salento. The jeeps will leave as soon as they are full. There's room for about 10 people in the jeep and 4 people can also stand on the back. The first Willy leaves around 7 AM and the price for a return ticket is about 2 euros per person. Are you crazy about coffee? Then Salento is the place to be. This village is located in the middle of the coffee triangle of Colombia. If you visit Salento, a visit to a coffee finca should not be missed. In the area you will find several coffee farms. We ourselves opted for a tour at Finca El Ocaso, one of the popular fincas in the area. They offer tours in Spanish, but also in English. The guide tells you about the history of the coffee region and explains all about the entire process of coffee making. The tour is very interactive. At the end of the tour, you can also enjoy a nice cup of Colombian coffee. About food and drinks in Salento, there are many nice restaurants where you can go to have something to eat or drink. Two of our favorites are Coco Bowls and Brunch de Salento. So that's it for today. If you guys liked this video or found it helpful, I would really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up and make sure that you're subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss any future videos. I hope to see you guys for my next one. Bye!